Welcome back to Cool Your Heels with host Lillian Caldwell, found on AMFM247.com and Passionate World Radio Network, the world in your hands. And today we have two ladies who are started a launch for a new product, Vivian-gong and Rachel-quaille, and they are with my TikTok. So good afternoon, ladies. How are you doing today?
Good. Hi, we're good.
I'm delighted. So, which one of you, or did both of you come up with the idea for this type of watch for children?
Actually, the idea is from the owner of the company. He's also my husband, Joy Choi, and so we have a 10-year-old daughter. So she lives in China, and we are really busy, businessman, and we stay in America, and my daughter is studying in China. So it's a problem that we cannot communicate with her all the time since we have different time zones. My husband actually, he has over 12 years the working experience in consumer electronics. We used to produce the portable speakers, power banks. So we do have the supply chain and the capability of developing such tech stuff. And so we figured out that we should create something for my daughter. Actually, it's the first thing in my mind. And then we start working on that to create some features like the phone calls, messaging, located features. And then we think a lot of our parents will love these features.
So how does it differ then from a cell phone or an Android?
Oh, it's actually the most difference actually we think is the kids' watch phone. It will allow parents to preset their trust contacts in the apps through their cell phone. So only the preset contacts can call the kids. Not everybody can reach your kids, So for a kid, it's 5 years old or 6-year-old, they're not, prepared for a smartwatch because smartphone, everybody can reach them. So that's why we have the watch phone, and you can use their app to preset all their phone numbers for kids, and only the preset contacts can reach your child.
So what's how does a child keep that on their arm? I figure it's like a wristwatch, so you tie it around, or whatever they do with watches. They come in so many styles, or is it carried another way?
Well, for this particular version, it's going to have a Velcro strap, much like the Apple iWatch style that they have now with the nylon band, and you kind of loop it through and then snap it, Velcro it together.
Okay.
So that's how this particular one. The last model was, a kind of like a plastic. I don't know if it's plastic.
Yeah, it's
silicone.
Actually silicone material.
Yeah, silicone material, and you would have to, like a normal watch.
Like normal
latch
watch.
it in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what does the child need to do with it? Are they taught how to use it as well, or is it just something that they wear so that the parent can remain in contact with them?
Well, with children are really technically savvy these days, to our benefit. So basically, it's a really simple user interface, and basically it's really self-explanatory. Mom and dad, it's just a picture, an icon. Well, now with the new version, they're going to be able to put their picture of their mom and dad.
Right. Correct. So if they comes with the very cute icons, and their kids, they don't even to read it because everything on the watch is just icons. So they can click the icons, and they can make phone calls to mom or dad or their friends. The new TikTok 3 also comes with their more awesome feature for the instant message. It allows two-way voice messengers, text messengers. They can send emojis and share photos with their parents and friends, and also video. Yeah.
Now, do they need to go through these laptops and the smartphones, do they need to go through a special carrier like Sprint or Verizon or connect through the internet? How does it work?
Yes, they do, because this is like a real cell phone, so it uses cellular or the data. So, but we prepare something very affordable plan for our TikTok users. The watch comes with a free SIM card kit. Our carrier is Red Pocket. So they are like a distributor of both AT&T and T-Mobile. So you can choose either the AT&T service or the T-Mobile service. And the monthly plan starts at $10, which includes like 500 minutes of talk, 500 text message, and a 500 megabit of data. So which is more than enough. And there, of course, if you are already a T-Mobile or AT&T user, you can simply add a new line to your family plan. Maybe it's cheaper. So it really like depends. If you have like a cheaper, usually if you have the 3 lines, if you add 4 lines, maybe just spend like extra $10 for a new line. But if some customer they're not AT&T or T-Mobile user, they're with Verizon, they can simply use our Red Pocket plan because it's more affordable and it's simple, pay as you go, no contract.
Now, does it also have the ability to maybe track the child wherever he's traveling? I know you can do that with some of the cell phones, is that they have things in them so they can track you. So if something happens, someone can be alerted that there's a problem going on.
Yes. So basically, the app, you're able to track the child, and then the new version of the app and the watch, the trackability feature is much more accurate than our previous version. So yes, you can detect the exact location of where your child is at. You can do history route, so you'll be able to see where they've been and where they're going, where they've been in previous, in the previous hour.
Yeah. Instead of like time frame, and you click the button and it will show you where they have been from the history route feature.
And then if you're, alert, or if you're worried that they're not where you want them to be, you can simply use our super hearing feature, which will allow you to listen in onto what's going on around your child, and the watch doesn't detect anything going on. So there's nothing going on the watch end. It's just you as a parent can listen in on what's going on around your child.
That's very interesting. I bet there are a lot of parents who are sort of excited about that, so they can actually protect their child.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to add about your previous question was that the watch also is also Wi-Fi enabled. So if you you don't have to use your data all the time. If you can connect to Wi-Fi, say you're at home, you can use it through Wi-Fi rather than using up your data.
Right.
So that can save parents
the monthly.
Right, the monthly fee.
Especially for the 3, we actually it comes with the camera, which allows kids to do the video call to parents. So the video call usually is like the iPhone FaceTime feature. So maybe that costs more data, but since it's with their Wi-Fi connectivity, so if you're like at home, you can connect to the home Wi-Fi to do the Wi-Fi calls free. Wi-Fi or video calls for free, yeah.
Okay. Now, what's the privacy like for a watch like that? I'm pretty sure that there are some things that parents would not like the whole world to hear about. Does it have any kind of privacy to it, the way some of the cell phones do have that as well?
Maybe the Amazon Web Service. So we use Amazon. It's called Amazon Web Service.
Right.
Is that right? So we use that service, which is highly protected, and and then with the features that we have embedded, like the Do Not Disturb feature,
right,
so that no outside telemarketers, etc., can reach your child's number. Those are some of the protections that we have in place.
Well, that sounds good. So you would recommend this type of watch, for kids from 5, all the way up to 18,
5
19?
to 12 years old.
5 to 12.
Yeah, 5 to 12 years old. It's because like elder age, maybe they prefer real cell phone.
Yeah.
Aha. Well, ladies, thinks one of the things that I'm thinking is that maybe you could do something, a phone like this for some of the senior citizens who have dementia or Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's actually our next step. We do have a lot of customers. They call us and they said they wanted this watch for seniors. Yeah, we love the ideas, and we think once we have a success for the campaign for the TikTok street, then we're going to to develop the one version for the senior people.
Because I really think that what with the problems that people are having, and they are forecasting that most seniors are going to either have some form of dementia or have some kind of Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or neurological illnesses like that, that something like that could really be a lifesaver for these folks if they should wander off, or if there's a fire or something and their caregiver is harmed or something happens to them, then they would be able to get out of a dangerous situation.
Correct. Yeah.
We've also had, been approached by mom bloggers, and others moms have shared their stories with us that they're able, if they have a child with special needs, that there's also a market for that.
I would think for people who have different degrees of autism, that would be perfect. And I'm also surprised that nobody from the Amber Alert the police have come up and asked for some kind of watch like that, so that if a child does go missing, or if they are kidnapped or they disappear, that they'll be able to find them. I think there's a lot of things you can do with a watch like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So our main purpose is to help, to provide a very secure and reliable, the method for parents, and to make kids and the parents, they always keep connected, and also the parents can always know exact location where the kid is, and they know they are safe.
Now, when people go overseas, do they need to get a special European or Asian plan in order to cover that watch to use?
Well, the cool thing is that the SIM, you can take the SIM card in and out of the watch. So if you're traveling internationally, even if you're here in the U.S. but you're traveling, you can just, start it. I'm not too sure the different names of all the different international carriers, but you could just get a SIM card and then use that SIM card while you're, traveling. Because the cool thing is the 4G connectivity, because this watch is based on the 4G network, so it's 4G universal band, and it's compatible with most GSM carrier all over the world. So Rachel just mentioned that you can swap to another carrier in different countries and put the SIM card in the watch to make it work. Or you can just have the roaming service. If you're with T-Mobile or Verizon, you can call them that I'm going to outside the U.S., I need a roaming service. So you can use the roaming service to go over different countries to use the watch. And the Wi-Fi feature is still working. So if just in case there's no SIM card in the watch, you still can use the Wi-Fi connectivity, connect to the Wi-Fi, and all the features will work on the Wi-Fi.
How destructible or how strong can it stand up? Because something like that, they'll go into the shower with, but they'll also go into the swimming pool with it. They'll go into the playground, and somebody may step on their arm.
Right. Well, we've tested it out. There's a team in our engineering team in China. They did extensive testing and put it through various degrees of stress tests, and it's pretty durable. Of course, it can't withstand a block of cement getting crashed down.
A Sherman tank.
Right. But it is very durable, as well as it's waterproof with the IP67 rating. So you can't go diving. We don't suggest you have it submerged in water or go swimming with it. But of course, if there's an accidental, drop in the sink while you're washing your hands or anything of that nature, then it's well protected.
Well, that's good to hear because I know kids. I got 3 grandkids, and boy, I'm surprised anything lasts longer than 20 minutes on their bodies.
And mentioning that, the nylon band that you put around the wrist is removable and interchangeable. Right. So we have different styles, different colors, etc. But it's washable. So they get sweaty and dirty and grimy, and the kids can the mom can take it off and easily wash it.
Well, that's good to hear. So if you gave that to, say, a 5-year-old, what kind of instructions would you give the child on how to use it?
I think just an easy, quick, step-by-step. Mom can sit down, show the child, give it a couple of run-throughs, and it should be good to go. I have a 6-year-old. Well, he was 6 when I let him try the watch, and he got it right away, and he was able to call grandma and auntie, and etc.
Well, that's good. That's good because I have a 5-year-old grandson, and if I got him something like that, I know that he would be, on the 7th heaven. So how much are you selling the watch for? Are there any guarantees, warranties?
Yeah, so the market price for the watch is $169.99 on our website, but we start a campaign on the Indiegogo. So we have a different discount price is called super early bird price on Indiegogo, which is $140. So you can save $30 for the pre-order, and we guarantee we will ship in mid of December, so the parents they can receive a Christmas gift for kids. Yeah, so you can search TikTok on Indiegogo, and you can find our campaign. And we have already successfully hit our goal within 24 hours. The first day of the campaign is already hit the goal, so we guarantee the shipping.
That sounds very interesting. I suspect because it's kind of like an international watch, it doesn't matter what language you're speaking into it then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead.
I was just wondering because I know that sometimes if you're in a different country, you're talking the different language. So it's not just to be used with English. It can be used with any language that you...
Oh, yeah. We just cover the 3 languages. We have English, Spanish, and Chinese. So we have 3 languages now, but our R&D team, they're developing more language, to explore more language for different countries, because from their Indiegogo campaign, actually we received many orders from different countries, especially some European customers. They are asking the same question. They want their own language to show on the watch. But the good thing is the watch all comes with icons, so the kids don't need to read the text or to use the watch. They only need to click icons, so that's pretty simple, like Apple Watch. You just see the icons on the watch interface. So for the parents, and we're developing, the more language, the possibility for have in-depth or most languages in the watch and app.
Now, are you planning updates to the watch, and will they be included in the basic price for buying the watch, or is it something that the people who are buying the watch would have to pay with additional monies?
No, so actually the upgrade are free, for the software upgrade is free, because we are every month, or we can say every week, our developing team, they are working on the software. We fix the bugs and we upgrade the operating system and the apps. We will send the customer a notification, and they receive the notification. They just need to click to download the new operating system or the software, so they can upgrade to the latest version, and that's for free. And we have a 1-year warranty for the watch, and the customer, they purchase watch, they have 30 days return for refund, so they can get money back if they don't like the watch.
Now, how do you prevent hackers from coming through? Because I know on the regular cell phones, you can get spams, calls almost all day. So is there any way to protect that as well?
Yeah, so actually for the server, we are working with Amazon cloud service. They have very good, their safety and secure system to block the hackers. All our data, the back end, we are saving everything on their Amazon cloud service. So I think it's pretty secure because most of the big companies, they work with Amazon cloud service.
Okay, so when you open, I don't have an Amazon watch, so some of my questions may sound pretty basic to you, but when you want to start using the watch, is there things that you do everything by touch on the watch to get to where you need to go?
So when you're setting the watch up, we have the app to set up like all your things to do reminders, your do not disturb. So the app is kind of like the master controller of the watch, and everything that you set up on the app will then transfer
sync to the
right.
watch.
Well, sync right.
Mm-hmm. So parents, they can use the app to set up the watch when they just receive the watch. They can set up the phone number and the preset contacts, and they can set up their things to do reminders, a lot of features through their app, and it will sync to the watch automatically. So when kids, they touch the icons, like they click the mom, dad, the icons, they will call mom, dad immediately because everything is preset by parents.
Now, when someone travels by plane, lots of times you have to turn off your electronics. Is that also going to apply to the watch?
Yeah. So, you mean the
when they fly? Yeah.
Oh, when they fly, yes, because the watches also comes with like the feature is the same as the smartphone. So it's like a tiny smartphone. So you should turn the watch off during the flight. Yeah.
And do you charge it the same way you charge a cell phone? Or does it have enough to carry it?
It's actually, yes, it's rechargeable battery. So for the TikTok 3, the new watch, it comes with like a much easier way. It comes with like a magnet charging a cord. It's very similar like the Apple Watch. You just need to like stick to the back of the pin of on your watch, and it will charge the watch automatically.
Do you open it with a password or a security code?
No. The
you don't need to do that because I know on the cell phones they go by your thumbprint or your fingerprint.
Right. Or there is the option for within the app to not allow the watch to work for a certain period of time. So if the child is at school and mom doesn't want the child to play with the watch or to be able to call anyone, you can basically like shut it down for that period of time.
Sounds very interesting. So Rachel, Vivian, please tell everybody where they can find you on the World Wide Web. Tell them about your launch, if it's still going on, everything that the consumer needs to know so they can rush out and buy it.
Right. So you can find us at my TikTok, myTikTalk.com. And please visit our Indiegogo campaign so you can do your pre-order now so that you're guaranteed to get it by Christmas.
Awesome.
So just search TikTok in Indiegogo and you'll find us right away.
Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we wind up the program, Elizabeth Bobisco had this to say in 1951, "Seeing through is really seeing into." Thank you all very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this afternoon's interview with vivian-gong and rachel-quaille and about their new product, My TikTalk, which is a phone where you and Dick Tracy can communicate with each other. And for those folks who are too young to understand who Dick Tracy is, he used to talk into his watch. How's that for?
Very cool.
Very cool. So you can listen to this interview all over again on amfm247.com Tuesday evenings from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at https:// passionateworldradionetwork.com under Cool Your Heels. It's also on iTunes and iHeartRadio. You can also find it on social media, facebook.com/PWR Network LLC and facebook.com/Passionate World Radio, on twitter.com/PWR Network LLC, and all the other directories and social networks that accepts Internet Talk Radio. I want to thank you all for coming in and listening to this afternoon's interview. And remember, please keep listening. Thank you.